Welcome to Dana White's Contender Series prediction for AJ Fletcher versus Leonardo Damiani. I'm super excited for Contender Series. I'm a big fan. I think that it's better at the Tough at the moment. Tough is kind of, it doesn't have the same vibe. Not that I grew up watching Tough or anything, but, the exchanges in Tough, they're a lot different. People are just in there to get their fights in and move up. And I don't think anybody really wants to start beef, or at least that's from the cast. But enough of that, let's get started into this bout. This bout is 170 pounds. AJ Fletcher, who's a good grappler, I would say. He's very aggressive with his wrestling, and he can find submissions. And Damiani, he prefers to be on the feet, but he's got good grappling. He's got okay takedown defense. He can be susceptible to some takedowns, but he's very good with scrambles and, getting back to his feet and often reversing positions. He's got some very good ground and pound. Like, you could tell by looking at the man. The man's got power. He likes to throw a lot of ground and pound. He's very tough with it. But when he's on the ground and he doesn't see a position where he can really do work, he immediately stands up. So that's one thing I really like about him. He's not really going to play around with AJ Fletcher on the ground. He'll try to get out from those positions. But AJ Fletcher, man, he's very, very aggressive. He's got good wrestling. I'm just going to tell you our prediction. My prediction is Damiani. I think he'll take it by decision. I don't think he'll finish AJ Fletcher. Maybe by TKO, I would say. Maybe in the late third round. The one thing I don't like about AJ Fletcher is that sometimes when he's on the feet, it seems like he panics and he wants to wrestle. And someone like Damiani, who's good with scrambles and reversals on grappling, I think... Not that AJ Fletcher is going to carelessly throw a takedown or anything like that and get caught in a submission, but I think that he has less tools than Damiani. And I think Damiani is going to not expose him, but he's going to light him up on the feet after maybe some unsuccessful takedowns, maybe getting controlled for a round. But I do think he'll come back and eventually TKO AJ Fletcher. AJ Fletcher, to give a little more on him before I throw him under the bus, he can't throw volume in the pocket. He's got good kicks, single kicks really. Throws a head kick, maybe he'll throw a naked leg kick. But the problem I have is that he's not very active, and I think that in those times that he's trying to gain position and can't really throw, I think Damiani's just going to get up and, continue to light him up. And also, AJ Fletcher's very young in his career. He only started his pro career in 2019. Does have an amateur career that was decent. But I think that, I just think that Damiani just has way more tools, and I think he'll overwhelm him. But some little fun things that I found while looking through these guys' Instagram. I saw Damiani training in Sweden, and if you know about Sweden MMA, it's all stars. And then I saw him taking some pictures with Guram, Chimaev, and Chimaev's a very good partner, both 170. Chimaev very aggressive with his wrestling, so I know he was getting good work, and he said it was a good camp in Sweden, so I'm not sure if he had that whole camp just for Contender Series. But it was good to see AJ Fletcher training out at Lafayette, Louisiana, training in Gladiators MMA, where Dustin Poirier, when he's back in Louisiana and not in Florida, he'll get training there, and there are pictures with AJ Fletcher and Dustin Poirier, so that's good to see. I just think AJ Fletcher's a little green, and he doesn't have the tools to outpace and outdo Damiani, and I think Damiani will get maybe a late finish, more likely a decision here. It's a good bout, and that'll be all. Peace.